My name is Emily and my substance of choice is cocaine. My life became like super unmanageable. Like I couldn't get up in the morning without doing coke. So I don't know, really. Like I went away for a weekend and I was on like a 4-day bender and then I lost a lot of weight. So like that's kind of when I realized I needed help because I couldn't stop. So like once I started doing it sober, that's when I realized like I had a problem. And like I go to a quasi-military school, so like it's kind of hard to like balance doing drugs and like do like the regimen. So it was pretty hard. But my life just became unmanageable. I couldn't function without it. And then like my parents found out because my best friend like told my mom. So when I came the first time, because this is my second time here because I relapsed, the first time I came, I was all happy-go-lucky and I didn't like do the work. I kind of just floated by. Like I was community leader and I was always like encouraging the newcomers and stuff like that, but I wasn't doing the hard work that like needs to go into recovery. So pretty much I just skated by, went out and used within a week, and then I tried to ride that wave for a little bit, but I don't want to use, like that's the thing, like I don't want to do coke, like I don't, but it like completely took over my life, like it became a chore. And then it came one day, I was just so beaten down. Like I was hurting so bad that I was like, I'm just gonna call DreamLife and see like, just whatever, and tell them that I'm using again and see what happens. So I call the case manager and I was like, hey, like I'm using again, like don't worry, but like trying to get her to like not tell me to come back, but I knew I wanted to come back. So long story short, like I found my way back here and I'm really getting the help I need. I'm seeing all the therapists, so like I see a different person every day. So it's awesome. Like I'm getting more help than I did last time. And like I'm filling up like my toolbox, like they say. The art room, I find myself in there a lot because I like to write. So I go in there like while I wait for group in the group room, like everyone's in here and I'll just go in there and like start writing. So the activities we do outside of DreamLife, we go hiking and kayaking, and sometimes we do outside meetings. So the hiking is my absolute favorite because around here, like Pennsylvania is beautiful. Like I had no idea, I always knocked it. I was like, where am I? I'm in the middle of nowhere, but it is beautiful. And getting out of like, just like the four walls that you're in all the time is like really nice. And like, just a complete change of pace. We're gone from like 1:45 to like 5:45-ish, so it's really nice. We saw like these natural slides and like stuff like that and waterfalls. Like it's really awesome. And we go kayaking. He splits it up. Jonathan is the adventure therapist guy. So he splits it up. Like last week I went kayaking and that was awesome. Like that was so much fun because I live like on the water anyway at home. So it was like a nice piece of home and it was just like comforting. I don't really know, like the change of scenery, like I love the country area and stuff like that. Like I'm not really a city person. So I felt like coming out here and like we'd be able to go on hikes and stuff like that, that'd be awesome. And like I love hiking, I'm a huge outdoor person. So that's like good for my mind and stuff like that. And I wanted to get away, I didn't want to stay on Long Island anymore. Like it's just too much like the same, like I just needed like a change of scenery, you know? I knew I could come back, I was comfortable coming back. Like there's a bunch of places on Long Island, but I was like, take me to DreamLife. Like I just knew I wasn't gonna be judged when I got here. I knew that I could come back and start my therapy back, like pick it up right back where I left off. Just like kind of how like when you use drugs, like in your relapse, you pick up right like where you left off. It's like I didn't even leave this place. The best part of DreamLife, I would say, is the therapy, because it's like nothing. I've been to therapists my whole life, but the therapy I get here is completely different. Like they will find out the underlying issue to your addiction, and that's what's important. Like obviously there's like I suffer with depression and anxiety, but I always have, but like that's not the only reason why I use. And like throughout the therapy program, like we're getting to the underlying issues of why I use and why I did what I did. Like what was I covering and like what was I hiding and running from? So that's like something I never got before from a therapy, like anything from a therapist or anything.